Chapter 5 Lines and Angles. First exercise. Question number 1. Find the complement of each of the following angles. Complement means sum of two angles is equal to 90. So here first angle is given as 20 degree. We can write complement of 20 degree here itself. Sum of two angles is equal to 90 degree. So the other angle, one angle is here given 20 degree. The other angle, that means 90 minus the given angle, which is equal to 70 degree. That is complement. Here, complement of (63 degree), which means total supposed to be complement means sum of two angles that is equal to 90 degree. So complement of 63 means 90 minus 63, which is equal to 27. Same way here, complement of 57, which is equal to 90 minus 57. So 90 minus 57 is equal to 33. So complement means 90 degree. Next is supplement. Supplement means sum of two angles that is equal to 180 degree. Here one angle is given as 105. So the supplement of that 105. Supplement of 105, that is sum as 180 degree. So 180 minus this 105, which is equal to 75. Here 87 is given. So supplement of 87, which means 180 minus 87, that is equal to 93. Next 154 is given. So supplement of this angle 154, which is equal to 180 minus 154, and that is equal to 26 degree. Question number 3. Identify which of the following pairs of angles are complementary and which are supplementary. Complementary means if the sum of two angles is equal to 90 degree, we can say that is complementary. Sum of two angles is equal to 180 degree, we can write that as supplementary. So first one, 65 plus 115. Sum of these two angles we are getting that is equal to 180. So we can write here they are supplementary angles. Similarly, we can check the rest of the angles. So now the second one, 63 plus 27, 90. So they are complementary angles. 112 plus 68, that is they are supplementary angles. The sum is 180. Fourth also 180 supplementary angles. Fifth and sixth we getting sum as 90 degree. So that is complementary angles. Question number 4. Find the angle which is equal to its complement. Complement means sum of two angles as 90 degree. Here it's given equal. The angle which is equal to its complement. So we can take, let the angles, both the angles as x. Let the angles be x. Then which means x plus x is equal to both the angles. First angle is x and that plus x is equal to 90, which implies 2x. x plus x, 2x, that is equal to 90. From that, x is equal to 90 by 2 is equal to 45 degree. So we can write the required angle, that is 45 degree, which means the angle which is equal to its complement, both the angles with 45. We know that 45 plus 45. So that is coming as 90 degree complement. Now fifth question, find the angle which is equal to its supplement. Same as that, x plus h is equal to 180 degree. Supplement means sum of two angles, that is 180 degree. So 2h is equal to 180 degree and h is equal to 180 by 2, 90 degree, which means each angle that is 90 degree. So the required angle is equal to 90 degree. 90 plus 90, 180 supplementary. Question number 6. In the given figure, angle 1 and 2 are supplementary. Supplementary means sum of both the angles is equal to 180 degree. We can see this is a straight line. And if angle 1 is decreased, that means this line is moving towards here, decreased, then what changes should take place in angle 2 so that both the angles still remain supplementary? So this angle is reduced means this line is moving towards this side. If 1 is decreased, then angle 2 must be increased by the same value. Then only the angle pair remains supplementary. So according to angle 1 is decreasing, angle 2 will increase with the same value. So we can write the answer of that as, if angle 1 is decreased, then angle 2 must be increased by the same value. Hence the angle pair remains supplementary. Remains as 180 degree, sum as 180 degree. Question number 7. Can two angles be supplementary if both of them are acute? The answer is no, because acute angle means less than 90 degree. When we are adding less than 90 degree, two angles, it will not come equal to 180. That will be less than 180. So that is not supplementary. So the answer is no. Here obtuse, that also no. Obtuse angle means more than 90 degree. Above 90 degree, two angles when we are adding, that will come more than 180. Right angle, that is correct. 90 plus 90, 180 degree. So two right angles can become a supplementary. So we can write first one, two acute angles. No, two acute angles cannot be supplementary because their sum will always be less than 180 degree. Obtuse angles, case of obtuse angles, that also no. Two obtuse angles cannot be supplementary because their sum will be always more than, greater than 180. Then right angles case, that is ace, two right angles can form a supplementary pair. That means 90 plus 90 is equal to 180. Eighth question, an angle is greater than 45. Is its complementary angle greater than 45 or equal to 45 or less than 45? Less than 45. Here the given angle is greater than 45. Complementary means sum is equal to 90 degree. Sum of two angles is equal to 90 degree. One angle is greater than 45 degree. Then the other angle will be less than 45 degree. That we can write in sentence, its complementary angle is less than 45 degree. Question number 9, fill in the blanks. First one, if two angles are complementary, then sum of their measures is complementary, so 90 degree. If two angles are supplementary, then sum of their measures is 180 degree. Supplementary means 180 degree, complementary means 90 degree. Two adjacent angles are supplementary, they form a linear pair. Two adjacent angles, we know that the say straight line and two angles form, one is this one, angle 1, here angle 2. So angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degree, which means it's a linear pair. Two adjacent angles, nearest angles are supplementary, then they form a linear pair. Question number 10, in the adjoining figure, name the following pairs of angles. First one, obtuse vertically opposite angles. We know that these two are vertically opposite angles, but these two angles are acute. Here the question obtuse vertically opposite. So the remaining angle, this angle, this one and here. So we can write that as answers here. First one's answer, that is angle AOD and angle BOC. AOD, this angle. AOD and BOC here opposite. These two are vertically opposite angles, at the same time obtuse. Second question, adjacent complementary angles. Complementary means 90 degree. At the same time adjacent. So these two angles, adjacent and complementary. Angle BOA and AOE. BOA and AOE. These two are adjacent angles and sum of these two is 90 degree. Complementary angles, adjacent, complementary. Next, equal supplementary angles. Equal and supplementary. Supplementary means 180 degree. So we can take BOE and DOE. BOE, this angle 90 degree, DOE, that also 90 degree. 90 plus 90, that will come supplementary and also equal. Unequal supplementary, the other side, unequal. Angle BOC, it's obtuse angle, and COD is an acute angle, but both together it form a linear pair. Straight line. Not equal, unequal. So angle BOC and angle COD. COD. Fifth one, adjacent angles that do not form a linear pair. We can take many, this and this we can take, or here these two. Not linear pair means 180 degree. So here these two we can take. Angle BOA and AOE. Adjacent but not linear pair. Sum is coming as 90 degree. They are complementary angles but not a linear pair. Linear pair means sum of two angles is equal to 180 degree. Here already in the previous, adjacent angles are supplementary, then only that will come as linear pair. Exercise 5.2. State the property that is used in each of the following statements. If A parallel to B, two lines are parallel, then angle 1 is equal to angle 5. We know that these two angles are corresponding angles. If two lines are parallel, then its corresponding angles are equal. So we can write, given that A parallel to B, therefore corresponding angles are equal, therefore we can write as angle 1 is equal to angle 5. If the lines are parallel, then their corresponding angles will be equal. So here corresponding angle property. Next, 4 is equal to 6. 4 is equal to 6. Angle 4 is equal to 6. Angle 6, that is given. We know that here is the alternate interior angles. If the alternate interior angles are equal, then the lines will be parallel. So we can write, if a pair of alternate interior angles are equal, then the lines are parallel. Therefore, A parallel to B. Alternate interior angle property. Next is angle 4 plus angle 5 is equal to 180 degree. That means sum of the interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary, then the lines will be parallel. Here 4 plus 5, angle 4 plus angle 5 is equal to 180 degree, that is given. If the interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary, then the lines are parallel. So we can write therefore A parallel to B. Both the lines are parallel. Second question, in the adjoining figure, identify the pair of corresponding angles. So from the figure we can see 1 and 5 are corresponding angles, 2 and 6, 4 and 8, 3 and 7. The corresponding way the angles, so corresponding angles. Second pair of alternate interior angles. Here 2 and 8 alternate, one is this side and the other side. Alternate interior inside, in between these two lines. And 3 and 5, 3, 5 of alternate opposite side, alternate interior angles. Then pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal, same side of the transversal. So we can see 2 and 5, same side of the transversal, same way here 3 and 8. Then vertically opposite angles. Here we can see 1 and 3, 2 and 4, 5 and 7, 6 and 8 are vertically opposite angles. Third question, in the adjoining figure, P parallel to Q. Here it's given these two lines P and Q are parallel. Find the unknown angles. One angle is given, so we can find the rest of the angles. Here 125, this angle is 125 degree, so angle E and this 125 degree together, it's forming a linear pair, straight line. So we can write angle E is equal to 180 minus 125, which is equal to 55 degree linear pair. This angle is 55 degree, then angle F, that also 55 degree vertically opposite angles. Angle E is equal to angle F, vertically opposite angles. Then angle A is equal to F, alternate interior angles. Two lines are parallel, then alternate interior angles are equal. If A is equal to 55 degree, then C, vertically opposite angle. Angle C also is equal to 55 degree. Then D is equal to 125 degree. These two are corresponding angles. Then B is equal to same as that D, which is equal to vertically opposite angles, 125 degree. So in general we can write in order, angle A is equal to 55 degree, B 125, C 55, D 125, E 55 and angle F 55 degree. Question number 4. Find the value of x in each of the following figures if L parallel to M. First one, L parallel to M. Then we can mark this angle. This angle is given as 110. We can take this angle as Y. Then that Y also is equal to 110. So angle Y is equal to 110, which means these two are corresponding angles. If this angle is 110, then we can find X. These two are linear pair. Sum of these two angles is equal to 180 degree. So angle X is equal to 180 minus 110, which is equal to 70 degree. So here angle X is equal to 70 degree. Second figure, these two lines are parallel. This angle is given 100 degree. Here X is equal to 100 degree. These are the corresponding angles. So we can write angle H is equal to 100 degree corresponding angles. Question number 5. In the given figure, the arms of two angles are parallel. Arms means AB. Here corresponding way the second angle DE. So we can write, given that AB parallel to DE and second arm of the first angle BC corresponding way the second angle EF. So BC parallel to EF. And here given angle ABC is equal to 70 degree. Now we have to then find angle DGC. If these two lines are parallel and these two angles are corresponding angles. So this angle also is equal to 70 degree. So we can write angle DGC is equal to 70 degree. Reason is corresponding angles. This also 70 degree. That is the first one here. DGC is equal to 70 degree. Reason is corresponding angles. Then second, DEF, this one, DEF. BC parallel to EF. So these two also corresponding angles. DEF also is equal to 70 degree and corresponding angles. Question number 6. In the given figures below, decide whether L is parallel to M or not. Here first one, 44 and 126. These are the interior angles. We know that sum of the interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. Here when we are adding 126 plus 44, we are getting 170, that not equal to 180. Sum of interior angles on the same side of the transversal, we got 170 here, not equal to 180. Therefore, L is not parallel to M. These two lines are not parallel. Second case, this angle is given 75 degree. So we can take the opposite angle, vertically opposite, that also 75 degree. When we are taking this as 75 degree, we can see these two angles. That again in the same side of the transversal. This is the transversal. L and M are two lines. This is the same side of the transversal. So 75 plus 75. Here we are getting 150 degree. That also not equal to 180. Reason, sum of the interior angles on the same side of the transversal is not equal to 180 degree. Therefore, L is not parallel to M. Third figure. This angle is given 123. So we can find the next angle. That means it's a linear pair, straight line. So 180 minus the 123, which is equal to 57 degree. We got this angle as 57 degree, and on top here also 57 degree. These two angles are corresponding angles. So first, by using linear pair property, we have to find this angle as 57 degree, and then after that the corresponding angles are equal here. So we can write L parallel to M. Corresponding angles are equal. Fourth figure, this angle is given 98 degree. So linear pair, using linear pair property, 180 minus 98, we will get this angle as 82. Here 82 and the corresponding angle here it's given as 72. So we can see corresponding angles are not equal, not same. One is 82, the other one is 72. If the corresponding angles are equal, then only the lines will become as parallel. So here not equal. We can write angle X, we got that as 82 and the other angle is 72. Corresponding angles are not equal. Therefore, L is not parallel to M. So here we can write corresponding angles are not equal. Therefore, L is not parallel to M.